this morning. We're live from the Land of Enchantment this morning. That's John Quinones right there. He'll be ahead. Well, that was a roller coaster, but we do have John Quinones too. Pulling into historic Santa Fe. There he is with the drop top and everything. A lot more fun ahead on that. Michael.
Oh, boy. As we say, good morning from New Mexico. John Quinones is our tour guide. And, John, where are you now?
I just pulled off the road, but I'm on my way to Santa Fe. We got lots of stuff in store for you. See you real soon, okay?
Friday, we're headed to New Mexico. Excited to see what John's going to bring us.
Exactly, and that John is the one and only John Quinones. He is there hitting one of the country's most famous roads, Route 66. We also call it the Main Street of America. John, what's going on?
I made it. It was a long ride, but here I am in Santa Fe Plaza. This is the oldest state capitol in the country, founded in 1610. We're going to have group dancers there from the Lightning Boy Foundation performing their traditional Native American dance to a modern beat. The fiesta is just getting underway. It's going to be wonderful. Guys, back to you.
Looking forward. He knows how to make an entrance. Wow, 100 diapers a day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's part of it.
Congratulations to them. And now it is time to rise and shine in New Mexico. It's the latest stop on our cross-country tour, and John Quinones is live in Santa Fe Plaza for a celebration like no other. Hey, John.
Hey, Michael. You know, New Mexico is known as the Land of Enchantment. Clearly, it's because of all the beauty in this state. And that beauty inspires the wide diversity of people here. It's part of the art, it's part of the architecture, and part of the culture of New Mexico. And it's been a touchstone recently as this state returns to the way of life that made this place so incredibly special.
It's a four-corner state famous for the open desert and a culture with deep Spanish and Native American roots.
The best way to explore the Land of Enchantment is in a classic beauty like this pretty baby.
New Mexico, home to a piece of the famous Route 66, the original highway connecting the Midwest to the West Coast.
Route 66 is one of the country's original highways. For anyone who drives a car, it symbolizes freedom, mobility.
On the road, we meet Quenisha Myers of Q's Cakes and Sweets Boutique.
I've been baking since I was about 10 or 11 years old. Started with a recipe for chocolate chip cookies.
Quenisha turned that hobby into a business, but the pandemic forcing her to close her dream store.
I had to let my employees go initially. It was nerve-wracking and it was a little bit scary.
Now open at full capacity, Q's Cakes are back.
The great thing about New Mexico, especially Albuquerque, is that people here really want to support local businesses.
At Weems Gallery and Framing, you'll find art you might have seen on TV.
Bowling, that's fun.
Yet, even with its Hollywood roots, the gallery continues to support local artists.
We just made a decision to stick it through for the community. We support over 200 artists here, small businesses.
So it's not just you.
No. It's a large community here.
And at Weems, from sculptures to canvases, an important look at the culture of the Land of Enchantment.
Hollyhocks are just gorgeous.
Renowned Native American artist and former governor of Pojoaque Pueblo, George Rivera, using his talent to share his native heritage.
There was nothing more impressive to me than being involved in the culture and trying to capture it and portray it with my work.
One of those art forms, traditional hoop dancing. Rivera and his wife creating the Lightning Boy Foundation in honor of their 8-year-old son, Tino, who passed away in 2016.
We created the Lightning Boy Foundation to teach young Native Americans hoop dancing. The results you get are just amazing.
The pandemic changing the way the foundation operates.
The pandemic put a halt to all of the performances that we were doing. As soon as we could, we started practicing again outside, little by little.
Those outdoor practices keeping the tradition alive. This is the longest aerial tram in North America, overlooking some of the most breathtaking urban peaks in the entire country.
We're ascending more than 10,000 feet into the Sandia Mountains outside of Albuquerque with a panoramic view of more than 11,000 square miles.
The National Parks and Forests of New Mexico, a huge draw for the more than 38 million tourists who visit every year.
This place here, it's called Arroyo Calabaza, and it's a dry riverbed. In New Mexico, we mostly have dry riverbeds.
George Malley of Santa Fe Mountain Adventures works to teach visitors about these majestic deserts.
What do you want people to take away?
The idea is, in fact, nature is something which speaks to any one of us. When you come here, we just feel happy.
So you want to put a smile on people's faces.
Exactly.
And when we come back here, it's all about the food. New Mexico has some of the most unique cuisines in the entire country. So get ready, guys, to bring on the heat with those chilies.
All right, we're looking forward to it here in the studio.
I'm ready.
You see, always.
Shocking. I want to eat more.
All right, John, thank you. We'll see you in a little bit. Now let's go back to Jimmy.
Welcome back to GMA, live from Times Square.
Welcome back, everybody. We are also live from New Mexico, and you're looking live at La Emmy, a flamenco artist who uses the power of the dance to celebrate the culture and history. Let's go back to John Quiones, who's in Santa Fe Plaza. Hey, John.
Hey, Michael, it's so beautiful to witness this tradition right here in the heart of Santa Fe in the plaza. La Emmy is a native of Santa Fe, and her guitarist, Gabriel. You know, Santa Fe is alive with music and with food. And as we know, the history of countries and of communities can be found in its food. And over the centuries, the people of Santa Fe have created something very special here. Dishes that you can only find here. You can find them nowhere else. They tell a special story, and they taste great, too.
Thank you.
In Santa Fe, New Mexican food, like its people, is a mix of diverse cultures and flavors.
You'll come to find various types, anywhere from Mediterranean or Italian food, but obviously New Mexican food is definitely our staple.
Ready for some tamales? Here we go.
Everyone in this state has their own secret recipe. Posas El Merendero is famous for their tamales.
My grandmother taught me how to make tamales when I was 5 years old.
All right, so we got the tamales, we got the carne adobada, the rice and beans. What makes this so special?
It's all made from scratch.
All right, now the true test. Really, really good.
And in a state that shares 180 miles of border with Old Mexico, New Mexicans love their margaritas.
It's a hot, steamy day in New Mexico, and well, let's face it, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So here to help me make the Shed's perfect Código Coin margarita is Maria Elena.
Hi, John.
Hi, how do we start?
Well, we start adding 1.5 ounces of tequila.
That's Cointreau. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Half an ounce. Lime juice.
Yes, sir.
Pretty easy.
Very easy. 3 ingredients, but the secret is that you have to shake it very well.
This drink is part of the Santa Fe Margarita Trail. What makes it so special?
It's been made by generations of families in Amatitan, Jalisco.
Well, to that, we should toast. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
The heart of New Mexican cuisine starting on the farm.
Good morning.
The Santa Fe Farmers Market, one of the oldest and largest markets in the country.
This is sort of their retirement career back about 28 years ago. It's really a center for Santa Fe. It's a community.
One of those vendors is Matt Romero, who grows a green chili that has become famous all across the country.
It has a flavor component that can't be matched.
While his chilies are what keep people coming back to a stand, it's the people who make the farmers market stand out for Romero.
It's that connection with people that really makes it worth it.
And Matt Romero is live with us here in the plaza, cooking up, roasting his signature dish, those green chilies. Matt, you ready to pull them out of the roaster?
Yes, sir. They're ready. Let me get them out.
Get them out. Let's see what happens here. Do your stuff. Whoa. That is hot, buddy. And these are hot little babies, aren't
Be
they?
careful. When you bite these ones, they're going to return the favor.
All right.
All right.
Okay, put them all in the dish there, right?
You know, when you survive those flames, you've done something good.
Yeah? You're
All
telling me
right,
you
so
have no
here we
hair
go.
left on your arms, right? Look at that. Oh, that looks scrumptious, man. That is so cool. All right. Take them over there.
Take them right over here.
Okay. Tell us about it.
So now we've got these chilies perfectly roasted. As you can tell, the skin just wants to fall off the chilies. And that's a sign of perfect roasting, okay? So what we do is we get them peeled, take out a few of the seeds, lay them right here. So we'll just do a couple of these. And what you can see, this is exactly what you want. You want chili that just gives it up. So the real jewel is underneath the skin.
And what makes them hot? Because they go from mild to really spicy, right?
Well, the genetics of these chilies are where people in the north, they prefer hot chili. Yes. We got a little saying here that when you bite this, it's going to return the favor.
Now, you started off as a chef and then became a farmer?
Correct.
How is that?
Well, I burned out a little bit on being a chef. So I got an opportunity to live on my wife's grandmother's estate. Fell in love with getting up early, being on the land, and I just said, I'm going to quit my job and become a farmer, and little did I know what I was in for.
These are your special chilies, right?
Yes, actually they were handed down to me by my uncle, who bred these chilies for close to 40 years.
What is it about these spicy vegetables that makes them so...
These have never been grown anywhere else but northern New Mexico, so they're completely adapted to the weather, the altitude, the short season. It freezes Memorial Day weekend here.
Can we taste one?
Yes, let me get a little seasoning on them. Yeah, a little salt, a little oil.
Tortillas?
Yeah, we're going to mix it all up right here. And we're going to put it in this bowl for you.
Beautiful.
Okay, and then we've got a nice tortilla. We're both going to try it, too, okay?
Take a tortilla.
Put one here.
And just put that in there.
Be careful, John.
Okay, no worries. I can handle this.
Taste bud you
and guys, we're going to have some of these for you guys in the studio. So
yeah, John, you know we can handle this.
Check it out.
My amigo Whit over here is in full.
He was talking about the genetics. This chili's got good genes, John. I can tell you that right now. It is hot.
Oh, my God. Well, hey, John, thank you so much. Whit, there's no water in that cup, and you are suffering, my friend. But that was fantastic. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. And everybody stay there. We're going to get Whit some water, and we'll be right back.